Pro Group Management. Workers' comp that works for you.
This is 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review-Journal.
Good evening, I'm Jen Ah. Thanks for joining us on 7 at 7. Starting off with business, sponsored by Bank of Nevada, Bank on Accountability. With land prices accelerating in Las Vegas, home builders are now eyeing nearby towns, such as Laughlin and Mesquite. According to home builders research, other areas include Indian Springs, Moapa Valley, and Pahrump. Experts say residential land sold last year for over $510,000 per acre on average in the Las Vegas Valley, more than twice the cost of 2020. Current prices online show land in Laughlin, Mesquite, and Pahrump going for much less. In other news, we're one step closer to not having to wait in line to renew our driver's licenses. The Nevada DMV rolls out its new website and logo today. It's all part of a 4-year plan to move the majority of its services online.
What you're going to see over the next 4 years is the DMV continually introducing new online services and features. For example, we already offer vehicle registration renewals online. We'll be offering original registrations online too.
The site also has a new app and address, dmv.nv.gov. In other top stories, sponsored by Nevada Hand's Silver Sky Assisted Living Community. Learn more at nevadahand.org. Breaking today, police say a woman killed her ex-boyfriend after he tried to break into her house. Officers responded around 4:30 this morning to Seasons Avenue near Eastern Avenue and the Beltway.
While on the phone with 911, the glass could be heard breaking in the background. At that point, the male broke a second window and was able to make his way into the residence.
Police say all indications are the woman acted in self-defense. And Las Vegas police closed its investigation into a local restaurant after complaints it served adulterated food. But as Review-Journal's Renee Semmerauer explains, the investigation into what led up to the contamination is still far from over. Renee?
Jen, Metro Police in the Southern Nevada Health District started investigating Secret Siam last month after customers said they felt odd after eating at the restaurant, with some saying they ended up in the hospital and others saying they later tested positive for THC. The detectives determined there is no criminal intent at this time. The criminal investigation by LVMPD is considered closed, police said in a statement on Tuesday. The investigation by other community partners continues since it seems the contamination came from tainted ingredients purchased through a third party. The health district confirmed it is still investigating the restaurant.
So I spoke with one woman who ate at the restaurant with her husband and later started feeling weird throughout the rest of the day. She went, pick up her kids from school, started feeling weird, started feeling very tired, went home and everything kind of continued. She was feeling very anxious and paranoid.
Other customers had reported similar reactions at the beginning of February.
This afternoon, the health district said it will let Secret of Siam reopen as it continues its investigation. In health, how hard will the new COVID variant BA2 hit Nevada? Scientists say the levels so far are low. The BA2 variant spreads more easily than Omicron, but doesn't cause more severe illness.
Scientists here in Nevada that I spoke with are actually quite optimistic about BA2. And that's because although its presence has been in Southern Nevada and in Nevada for 2 months, cases here have not gone up. In fact, they've dropped.
The CDC says BA2 has not grown as quickly here in the U.S. as Europe and Asia. In weather, sponsored by Star Nursery, your garden's partner for every blooming thing. After a beautiful day, you can look forward to a clear and pleasant night in the 70s, set to sink into the 50s after midnight. On Thursday, get ready for more sunshine with a high of 85 and low of 58 degrees. Then a blazing Friday where we may hit the 90s. On Saturday, some cloud coverage, then the temps dip. The winds are set to return Sunday and Monday. Also a small chance of rain Sunday night through Monday. In lifestyle, our celebration of Women's History Month continues. Earlier this week, I sat down with the Las Vegas Asian Chamber of Commerce's board director and head of government affairs.
one of our new members, they were having a little bit of difficulty getting some of their materials from one of the other businesses here in town.
Anna Wood tells me a stage production company recently reached out, and the Las Vegas Asian Chamber of Commerce was able to step in and work out the kinks. That's just one of the ways the chamber assists small businesses. Her message for young girls aspiring to become leaders:
breaking that glass ceiling, they need to stay focused and don't let, even if there are weaknesses, don't let those weaknesses deter you from the obstacles that you have ahead of you.
Stop Asian hate!
We also touched upon the issue of Asian hate.
Hate crimes are always there.
And the growth of the local Asian American community.
We are the fastest growing population due to immigration.
Our full story featuring Anna Wood will be posted on our YouTube page later tonight.
Sports brought to you by Station Casinos STN Sports. Download the app today. The craziness that is the 2022 NFL offseason continues as the Kansas City Chiefs have traded star wide receiver Tyreek Hill to the Miami Dolphins for 5 draft picks, including a first and a second-round pick this year. As Raiders beat writer Vinny Bonsignore will explain, the recent contract the Raiders gave Davante Adams might have played a role in this trade.
But the real key figure is the $65 million that's guaranteed over the first 3 years of the contract. That's the real number to keep an eye on. And there was no way that Tyreek Hill was going to sign for anything less than that. In fact, he wanted to better it, and the Chiefs just didn't want to do that. And as a result, it kind of forced their hand.
Sports betting sponsored by Las Vegas Paiute Tribal Smoke and Cigar Shop. The Tyreek Hill trade has already impacted Las Vegas Sportsbooks, where the Dolphins' odds to win the Super Bowl dropped from 80-1 to 40-1 at the Westgate Superbook, from 80-60 at the South Point, and from 70-60 at Caesars Sportsbook. Meanwhile, the Chiefs inched up from 8-1 to 9-1 at Station Casinos and the Superbook.
In entertainment, sponsored by DiscoverNevada.com, brought to you by Travel Nevada. Here's some sweet news come the year 2026. The Sweets and Snacks Expo will be in Vegas for the first time by then, as part of a rotation between Las Vegas and Indianapolis.
The candy and snack industry has chosen Las Vegas to show their wares, and that matters for Las Vegas. It certifies us as a culinary capital. And it matters from a business standpoint and a reputational standpoint.
The expo was held in Chicago for the past 25 years. Thank you for watching 7 at 7. If you have Amazon Fire TV, just search Review Journal to download our channel. Watch Las Vegas breaking news streaming live on your OTT device. See you tomorrow for more 7 at 7.
Review Journal Studio, sponsored by Adam Kuttner. Get the maximum settlement as quickly as possible. This 7 at 7 update, sponsored by Pro Group Management. You're watching 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review Journal.